everybody, it's Anna. Time for our final card in this week's tarot story. So today we have our third Wands card for the week. So this week is all about passion and confidence and following your inspiration. And this one is the Five of Wands reversed. So the 5 is the midway point in the 10 card trajectory. It's the point where you hit the challenge and you have to make a decision. You have to decide if you're ready to do this or not. Right? I think of the 5 point is where you either hit the gas and you push past this obstacle, or you don't and you kind of slide back down the hill, right? So in this case, the Wands is about, confidence and passion and inspiration. So the image is 5 youths sparring together with these wands. And you can see this as conflict. I tend to look at this as sparring, as they're working together. They're basically working cooperatively with each other to raise their standards, to bring their passion into fuller bloom. But the challenge here, this came to us reversed, and that suggests to me there might be some ambivalence around this point. And it is the challenge point, even if you're looking at it as friendly cooperation, right? It is hard to tell the difference between cooperation and competition, between conflict and challenge, right? And I think the mind has a natural tendency to avoid conflict. Conflict is dangerous. In the natural world, conflict basically means you're in danger. You are in danger because you're either going to lose the conflict and possibly be maimed or killed, or you're going to win the conflict and then have to set up another conflict. So conflict's about survival. But challenge is about thriving. It's about expansion. So it's easy for the mind to get confused by the two. We have to really be deliberate and intentional about setting up definitions properly for the mind. So it's able to agree to what we're doing rather than being fearful of it. So to me, the fact that this is hard to tell, is this conflict, is it challenge, means that we need to, and that it's reversed. Suggests to me the mind wants to avoid this. And that seems to be what's going on this week. We're talking about following our passion and our inspiration, but there's hesitation. There's a pause. We're looking for support or resources. We're not confident we want to do this. And I think the mind is a little bit afraid of what happens at this point. What happens at this point is your passion comes into greater flow. You kind of cross over the threshold and you become more committed, more engaged in your passion and your inspiration. But that energy, also big energy, scares the mind, right? Like what's going to happen if all this energy comes up? Are we going to be able to handle it? Are we going to be safe? Are we going to cause problems in the world? There's all of this anxiety that comes. That's why this is the challenge point. It looks like if they're just having a sparring competition, it'd be lots of fun. And I think this can be lots of fun, right? But it's only fun if we can convince the mind that there's no danger here. This is friendly. We're enjoying each other. We're cooperating together. We're not trying to harm each other. We're calling out our best stuff in each other. And I think if the mind can see the world not as dangerous, but as cooperative, it's ready to help us. The universe is at our side, ready to help us. The mind can start seeing the universe as being on its side. This can feel more like a challenge and less like a conflict. So consider where, this is reversed, right? Consider where your mind is fearful about being in the world. This is where you move into the world. The challenge is where you are visible in a different way. You're showing up as yourself. Others are responding. If the world is dangerous, this is not what you want to do. If the world is friendly and cooperative, this will be fun. This will be an opportunity for things to come into focus in a new way, for you to discover what you're really made of. So it's important to figure out what the ambivalence is here with the mind, what it's scared of, and helping it unpack that and release it. If indeed your intention is to go forward and into this expansion. So that's our final card. See you next time. Bye.